Lovely. Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. Welcome back to Just Shake or Stir. And if you're wondering why I just drink a coffee, well, I'm gonna prepare 3 cocktails, not 1, but 3 cocktails with Suze Liqueur for you, and then I'm gonna drink all of them. So, I mean, not on camera, but I will drink them. So a coffee, it's always a good call before I have a few cocktails. Alright, boys and girls, today we're doing 3 cocktails. Yes, 3 cocktails with Suze Liqueur, and this is why I needed a coffee. Seriously, I always like a good coffee before I do a cocktail, because I'm gonna drink the cocktail after, but today it's 3, so I really need some help. And why it's 3? Well, simply, very simple actually, because I did live stream, which it was about shaken or stir cocktail last Saturday, and one of my subscribers and viewers, Oscar Hernandez, hi Oscar, this is especially for you. Yes, he asked me if I can make a cocktail with Suze Liqueur. Now, because the live stream was already planned, what I wanted to do, I promised to Oscar to make no 1 but 3 cocktails for him and to present it this Thursday. So it's happening. I promise, it's happening. So we're gonna make 3 cocktails. Now, if you ever try Suze Liqueur or you never try it, you'll be very kind of a miss feelings about the liqueur, because the liqueur is fantastic and it's absolutely wonderful quality liqueur, but there is a one big but. It's a very bitter. The reason why it's bitter is because it's made with a gentian, and gentian it's really bitter. Okay, so basically it's macerated in a grape wine and then it's produced the liqueur. It's coming from France, but originates for Switzerland, and then slowly it's moved over the border to France. And now basically the gentian, it's very popular in France and Switzerland, probably the best places to get a proper gentian. And that's where it's coming, the Suze Liqueur. There's other few brands, but the Suze, it's probably one of the most famous. Now, I did a big research, Oscar, so I wanted to present 3 different cocktails, easy to make and variations with the different spirits inside, so you and all viewers who are here on Just Shake or Stir can try different things. And saying that, if you're new to the channel and you just pop in, don't go away, stay, watch these cocktails, and while you're watching, don't forget, if you like what you see, press the like button, subscribe if you desire, so you don't miss any other videos. And let's start with the first one. Now, I make myself notes. The reason why is because I picked 3 recipes, but I adapted the recipes to my liking, okay? So I will go through the notes just to tell you quick what we're doing and why I adapted, and then we're gonna make the cocktail. Now, the first one we're gonna do, it's called Swiss Account. The reason why I'm doing this cocktail is because of the story of the Suze Liqueur. Like I mentioned, originated from Switzerland and slowly moved to France to become a proper, like a French famous liqueur, but originated from Swiss. And this is like the Swiss connection. Originally it's created by Griffin Cox from Canada, and that's how he created a Swiss Account, to show this kind of a connection between Switzerland and France. Now, the cocktail originally it's made with a vodka, Suze Liqueur, Bénédictine and grapefruit bitters. I did amend it to my liking, so the only things which I'm changing, originally the recipe is made with 45 ml or ounce and a half of Ketel vodka, then you have 15 ml or half an ounce of Suze Liqueur, just 5 ml of Bénédictine and 2 dashes of grapefruit bitter. My recipe, it's pretty much the same, but I did increase a little bit of Bénédictine so I can kind of mellow down the bitterness of the Suze and introduce a little bit more sweetness. And also I decided to swap the grapefruit bitter to an orange bitter. That's all it is, my adaptation, okay? So I'm gonna get my bottles. I need the Bénédictine, we have the Suze already. Don't need this remote control for my lighting. Luckily, I have Ketel One Vodka, so we're gonna use the Ketel One Vodka, and we're gonna use orange bitters, Angostura orange bitters, or any bitters. The cocktail is stirred, okay? So you don't need shaking, nothing. let's start making the first one, the Swiss account. 45 ml or 1.5 ounces of Ketel One. Of course, feel free to use your favorite vodka, but Ketel One is one of the premium best vodkas and probably one of the most used behind the bars around the world for cocktails. It's still family-run business, I think 11th generation. So it's quite wonderful vodka, one not to miss. If you never tried, make sure you try it. Then we're gonna grab our Suze Liqueur. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna pour a little bit here so you can see the gentian color. It's a very vibrant, like a yellow. I'm just gonna leave it here so you can see what it is. Smells fantastic, but when you try it, it's really bitter. So you need to be very careful when you're doing your cocktails and amend to your liking. Now 15 ml of the Suze. That's all we're gonna do. Lovely. And as I say, I adopted. What's wrong with me today? I adapt the recipe. So instead of the 5 milliliters originally by Griffin Cox, I use 15. So there you go. 15 ml of Bénédictine liqueur. The Bénédictine, it's lovely herbal liqueur with a sweet note, so it's gonna mellow down the Suze, the bitterness of the Suze. And finally, 2 dashes of orange bitter. Simple as that. The cocktail is gonna be served in Nick Nora Glass, so what I tend to do here, it's just a quick chill the glass. Just gonna drop few pieces of ice, and of course, let me grab my ice here, it's gonna be easier. I'm gonna stir the cocktail. Now, when I did the live stream on Saturday, if you missed it, you can still watch it. I did the difference between stirring and shaking, but if you want to know, basically shaking, it's diluting the cocktail faster and it's chilling the cocktail faster. When stirring, it doesn't dilute that much and obviously it doesn't cool the cocktail that much, doesn't chill. But another thing, it's like a hard or a texture, very thick texture ingredients, or like a juicy syrups or dairy ingredients. They're good to be shaken. Everything else clear, you can just stir it, okay? And that's pretty good. Just a quick chill of the glass, doesn't need too much. Just a little bit. Lovely. Let's see. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let's grab this strainer. So this is the Swiss account cocktail. My tongue is totally today. Anyway, so you have this fantastic yellow golden color, very vibrant. Smells wonderful, and we're gonna garnish it with orange zest. Now the original cocktail is garnished with grapefruit zest because it's using grapefruit bitters. In this case, I'm gonna garnish mine with orange zest. And all I'm gonna do is just a nice pretty orange zest. Just extract some of the oils a little bit on the rim, and I'm just gonna drop it inside, and that's it. This is the Swiss account, guys. Let's try it. Beautiful. This is absolutely delicious. Ooh, yes. How wonderful. You get very refreshing, and the bitter, the actual herbal notes and the sweetness from the Bénédictine with the orange smell from the zest, and then on the back end it's coming very mild and mellow, the bitterness from the Suze. Wonderful. Really, I really like the adapted version for me, but if you like to try the original one, it's up to you. It's just a little bit Bénédictine. So we can put the vodka and Benny on the side here, and we're gonna go to the next cocktail. So Oscar, I hope you're ready. Next one, it's De La Vie. So this one is basically based on Amaro Montenegro. So we're introducing Amaro here, we're introducing another bitter component to the cocktail, but not only that, we're introducing a Scotch and bourbon in the same glass. And this is fantastic slow sip, serve over a big chunk of ice. It's like an old-fashioned glass, it's just wonderful. The best things with this, it's that's another cocktail which is gonna be shaken now. So you can see stir and shaken. So what we need, our old-fashioned glass on the side, and let's start building the cocktail. First, we need Amaro Montenegro. Now Amaro Montenegro, I'm gonna get a new jigger for this. 30 ml of Amaro Montenegro, so this is 1 ounce. I will put all the recipes in the description, of course, and with all the conversion to ounces. So if I miss saying it, don't worry about it. It will be down here, down in the description. Okay. Then we have original recipe says rye whiskey, so it's happened to don't have that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a Scotch. I know it's different. I know you're gonna like, whoa, what are you doing? But hey, you can use any whiskey. However, I'm gonna use Scotch, and this is only 20 ml. So a little adaptation again of the recipe. Not a big deal. So 20 ml. I'm gonna leave all the bottles here so you can see what's happening during the video. Then we need a bourbon. So I'm gonna grab my Buffalo Trace, and it's only 10 ml of the Buffalo Trace, no more nor less. Okay. Beautiful. How you doing, everybody? Anyway, I hope you're doing well. And again, don't forget, hit this like button, leave me a comment, share, you know what I mean, ask questions, and subscribe. Come on, boys and girls, you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Now we're gonna go to our Suze Liqueur. 20 ml of the Suze Liqueur. There we go. I'm really struggling with this conversion, so if I'm missing it, don't judge me. As I promised, I'm gonna leave all the recipes in the description with the conversion to ounces. I'm still trying to get used to it. All right, all my life I work with milliliters, and it's just so hard, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And then we have lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice. So let me cut some lemon here and get a lemon juice. Now only 20 ml of the lemon juice, so I'm gonna measure it definitely. I wanna make sure I follow the recipe as precise and close possible. There you go, that'll be perfect. 20 ml. Lovely. And this is it. Let's shake it and see what's happening. Wonderful. Ooh, beauty, beauty. Absolutely beauty. Oh, that's just... Seriously, Oscar, you should... And no, you should. You have to try these cocktails. I know you asked me and I picked them for you from probably around 30 to 35 recipes I've been through, but I really like them and I hope you will do as well. So a little bit of ice. Actually, I'm gonna serve this on a big chunk of ice. There you go, one lovely big chunk of ice. There is a lemon juice, but we're not double straining it because it's just 20 ml and it's not that much. And there we go. This is our De La Vie. Look at that beauty. Oh my. Seriously, it's look fantastic. Now for a garnish, again, orange zest. But feel free to use lemon zest or anything you have, guys. Seriously, it's not a big deal. Just gonna drop it inside. And De La Vie. Cheers, Oscar. Cheers, everybody else. Oh my. That it's actually... Okay, I'm a big fan of whiskey, so that's definitely winning, but hey, don't get me wrong, this cocktail is fantastic with the vodka, but that's my street. Whiskey bourbon. Woo. It's warm, it's refreshing, it's zesty. You have this lovely backbone bitter, like on the back end it's coming, but it's very mild, very well balanced. And you know, with Amaro Montenegro, you may thinking because it's Amaro, and I'm loving Amaro, I love Amaro a lot, you think it's bitter, but not, because of the shaking you introduce enough air to the cocktail, you dilute, you chill it down, and you lower down all the bitter. It's just, oh my god, it's a fantastic cocktail, seriously, absolutely wonderful. There you go here, and let's make the last one. So the last one, it's a, whoa, that's a quite interesting one, okay? I really need my notes for that. So the cocktail, the original one, it's called Negino. It's kind of adaptation and riff on the Negroni, but then I adapted to my liking as well. So the original recipe, it's require slow and blackcurrant gin, okay? It's a Portobello Road slow and blackcurrant gin. I don't have it, first of all, reason to adapt it. Second, I wanted to try with one of my favorite kind of a variation of gin, the Luxardo Sour Cherry. So I'm gonna grab the gin. This is the Luxardo Sour Cherry. And pretty much this is my adaptation. I just swapped the gins. So the cocktail is created by, let me say the name right, Trinh Quan Huy Philip from Vietnam. Yes, Trinh Quan Huy Philip. Hopefully I'm saying it right. It's a traveling mixologist in Vietnam. So he created this cocktail in 2017. It's kind of a riff on the Negroni, and it's a wonderful cocktail. So it's built directly in the glass, and I'm gonna use this kind of a small, kind of old-fashioned glass. Just gonna add the ice directly, or first I'm gonna pop the ingredients. So it's equal. The original, I think it was kind of pretty much with equal measurements. I don't count me on this, but the recipe which I found have different measurements, and obviously I'm gonna follow this. I'm not sure if it's been equal or no, because we know the Negroni it's equal measurements, but here it's a little bit different. So we're gonna go with what it says, okay? So 40 ml of your slow gin. If you find a slow gin, use it. If not, if you can find the sour cherry, again, use it, guys. I mean, whatever you find, but here we go. I'm not having space anymore to push these bottles, seriously, but anyway. Suze Liqueur, of course, that's gonna be our bitter component, 20 ml. And finally, we have Fino Sherry. Now, in this point, before I put the sherry, I'm gonna drop some ice in the glass, just to start chilling the ingredients. There you go. And I'm gonna drop the Fino Sherry. Now the Fino Sherry, it's 30 ml or 1 ounce. So use any Fino Sherry you have in your kind of a place. And this is it, pretty much, guys. I don't even know where I'm gonna put this bottle behind. There you go. And just give it a nice stir. This is gonna be delicious, I can feel it from now. I've not tried it, first time making it, so there you go, first time. Beautiful. Garnish, a grapefruit wedge, so I'm gonna use a pink grapefruit, or you can use the grapefruit zest, but I will go with the wedge. So just a wedge inside. And a rosemary stick. I'm gonna drop the rosemary, and we're gonna torch the rosemary a little. Beautiful. Oh, that's just fantastic. Cheers, Oscar. Cheers, everyone. And this is the Cherry Negrino. So my adaptation of the Negrino cocktail. Wonderful. It's a proper kind of a riff on Negroni. You have the bitterness, you have the punch from the gin, you have the sour from the cherry, you have the lovely bitter, like a notes coming on the back end from the Suze, and of course you have the dryness from the sherry. It's just, oof, wonderful. So yeah, boys and girls, this is it from me today. 3 cocktail, the Swiss account, the cherry Negrino, and the De La Vie, which is with bourbon and whiskey. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget again to subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and just, yeah, get involved. Stay safe, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you on Sunday with our cocktail book day, with another book, with another cocktail. Until then, stay safe, and as always, I love you and I leave you. Bye bye. And cheers, Oscar, by the way. Yeah, cheers. Bye. Ooh, that's good. Which one should I drink first?